Good morning, CDT day 138. Holy crap, am I tired. I don't know why, but waking up was a bit of a chore. I was like stumbling as I'm walking out of my tent just from pure fatigue. But feeling better now, and I'm gonna walk about a half mile back down into town to a place called Lambkin's, because Gut Hook says that they have a really stellar breakfast. Here's a little bit more of Lincoln. That's the public high school, and they have a senior center, a church, library back there with Wi-Fi right next to the park. Luckily I don't need Wi-Fi, so that's good. And then heading into town down here where there's the gas station, on all the stores and restaurants and inns and stuff. So this is kind of downtown. So I have antique shops, convenience store, gas station, steakhouse, grocery store, bank, and places like this. It turns out that there is a car show, I think tomorrow, so that's when I'm seeing all these classic cars. Real classic truck right there. And then this car here, saw a couple driving by, a couple more. There's one little old Woody wagon there at the diner. Another one across the street. Another old pickup truck right there. These classic vehicles are all over the place. If you're into those classic cars, this is the place to be, apparently. There you go, folks. Wow. Looks like everybody's getting all set up now. Got the whole deal. Look at this setup, huh? Pretty cool. With the trailer and everything. Oh, lots of cars everywhere. Breakfast was delicious. That thing you saw on the right side is cinnamon roll French toast. Fantastic. One of the best French toasts I've ever had. Back in the campground. This was my camp last night. I had 2 picnic tables for the price of 1. Which is pretty cool. But I'm going to break down camp pretty soon. I just wanted to show you guys my resupply. So this resupply is like multiple generations. I have stuff from Butte, stuff from Helena, and now stuff from Lincoln. But basically, this is my resupply for 1 week on the trail, 7 days. So start with this whole stripe right here is going to be breakfast. So I have Carnation Instant Breakfast Essentials. I usually have 2 per day, but it only came in a 10-pack, so that's 5 mornings of breakfast, and then 2 more breakfasts. So that'll be my breakfast stuff. And then lunch, I have this will also be breakfast as well, but lunch and breakfast, a jar of peanut butter and some graham crackers. Those go well together. Some more Nature Valley bars, some more protein bars, 10 grams of protein per, and then I'll have a bunch of these beef sticks, and then a bag of munchies, and I'll have Gatorade powder, 1 for every day, a couple Propels that I just noticed now that I have, and some Pringles. So this whole deal is going to be my lunches for the next week. And then this whole stripe, 3 sections, is going to be my dinners. So the main carbs are going to be 1 day of 2 packets of Oriental ramen, 1 day of 2 beef, 1 day 2 shrimp, 2 pork, so that's 4 days, and then the other 3 are 3 Idaho and mashed potato meals. With all these, though, they come with meats. So each one of these white chicken packets will do 2 meals. So 1 meal, 2 meal, 3, 4. So that'll do 4 things of meat. So I need 3 more. So I have bacon bits, and I also have a can of shrimp that I'll use with my shrimp ramen. And then I'll use the deli beef sticks in some of these for the other meat. So that's 7 days worth of carbs and meat. And then these mashed potato bowls, I have, like I said, the bacon bits. I also have gravy powder, and I even got a thing of sharp cheddar to add in some extra fats and protein to these. Plus it's delicious. And sharp cheeses, aged cheeses, harder cheeses, they last quite a while. So I could probably get 5 to 7 days out of this. That's if I don't eat it all first. And then I have some of these leftover Olive Garden Parmesan Romano cheese packets to add to all these to make it better. And then in this section I have my goodies, things that basically keep me alive out there. Generic Oreos. I love Oreos. It's like one of my favorite types of treats to have, but they're always expensive, and the generic tastes almost exactly the same. So generic Oreos, a bag of peanut butter M&Ms, a bag of crispy M&Ms, a little thing of Starburst, and a 6-pack of Gushers. So I'm gonna try to break these up by the day so that I'm not going crazy through all my stuff. But basically, like, one day I'll probably have a Gusher packet every day, and then some Starburst. I'll try to split that up into every day, and then you know, like half a bag M&Ms here, half there, so that's like 4 days, so 4 or 5, and then the Oreos should last me about 7, so about 7 days on that. So that is 7 days worth of breakfast, lunch, dinner, and treats. Finally getting out of camp and getting set to hitch just shy of noon. So I'm gonna try my luck. Hopefully I can get out pretty soon so I can get some decent mileage on the day. Well, it's been about an hour and still no bites, but I did have one person pretend to throw something at me out the window, so I thought that was really nice and respectful and moral. And dicks, I just don't understand the stigma. Like, I'm a really nice person, just give me a effing ride. Alright, got that hitch I was looking for, made it. Just a little over an hour waiting, so it's about half my average, can't complain. But what I am really excited about, more excited about than other hikers perhaps, is that should be my last hitch of the CDT. I have 3 essential places left to go. My next town, 180 miles East Glacier, we walk right into town, no hitch needed. The town after that, Many Glacier, we walk straight through it, so no hitch needed. And then I end at the Canadian border, and I'll be going into Waterton Park, where I should be getting a ride from Two Slice, if you guys remember Two Slice from my Colorado days. So she's planning on picking me up from Waterton Park, I believe, and so no hitch needed there. So I am really excited at the prospect that I should not have to hitch anymore on the rest of the CDT. Awesome. Now that's a mile marker I can enjoy. I almost forgot. It is 1 p.m. on Saturday, September 14th, and I'm headed out. Well, I have some not so good news. I finally made it back onto public land and onto the wait a second. Is this an animal path, or I can't tell. I've been looking for this trail and I couldn't find it at all, but here's one. I'm not sure if it's a legitimate trail or if it's an animal path, but if it's a trail, then I'm in really good shape. Oh, I see human footprints. Okay, so hunters must have come through here. Alright, so this trail should take me all the way back to the CDT. If you can hear the worry in my voice, it's because if I did not find this trail, and if this does not turn out to be a trail, I'm gonna have to bushwhack for 15 plus miles, maybe even 20 miles to get back to the CDT, and that is not good. But I'm kind of paralleling the CDT, so I could always bushwhack over to it, straight line, and that would only be about 5 miles, but I would just lose all kinds of time and energy and stuff. But if I see human footprints along with the animal and it's in line with my map, then I'm going to assume that this is a legitimate hiking trail, and I think I've just been saved. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. Could you imagine a 15-mile bushwhack? That would take days. That would probably be 2 days. Oh my goodness. We definitely have trail. Pretty beautiful, I might add. So remember, the whole point of taking this different way was for water. I'm following a river, or Lander, middle fork of the Lander River, I think it's called. And it goes all the way, almost all the way back up to the CDT. So I'll have water source for the rest of the day, potentially tomorrow morning as well. Sweet, this trail is used well enough to get a sign, a nice new one. So I'm now entering the Scapegoat Wilderness in Helena National Forest. Pretty cool. Just get to cross this little creek here and on my way. I sure do love water. This is always one of the best sights to see on the trail, because it also means since I have to fill up my water, I can take a break. Yay! Oh, I don't know if I ever mentioned this to you guys, but you can sit on the bottom of your pack and use it as a seat, like a really nice cushioned seat, because if you think about what's in there, if you pack it the way I do and most thru hikers do, you put your tent, sleeping bag, and air mattress in there. And think about it, if you were to sit on that, would you hurt anything? Nah, you'd be fine. So you can use the bottom of your backpack as a nice comfy chair. Pretty cool. Sometimes when you take your own path, you get to see some cool stuff. First of all, you got some of these look like brambleberries, potentially huckleberries, something like that. So fruit, and then a freaking waterfall. Look at that. I'm gonna go up. Oh, I'm definitely going up to it. Hold on. Wow. These rocks are just giant. Some big old cliffs. This is so cool. What other CDT hiker do you know is seeing this right now? That is freaking gorgeous. Wow. There's another beautiful view as I'm climbing. I have about a 1,200 foot climb to get back to the CDT. And I've already done about 500 to 600. Have about 700 to go. I don't think I'm going to make it before dark. So I'm just going to find a place to camp as close as I can get to the CDT. But the CDT, I believe, rides that ridge right there. So I think I have to go up and around this thing, and somewhere behind there is the CDT, and I'll regain it. But it looks like 3 to 4 miles, and it's about 10 of 8 right now. So I can't do that many miles before dark. I could walk in the dark for a little bit, but I get a little nervous walking in the dark in Grizz country, so I'm probably not going to do that. But, you know, I've done it before, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, I made it to camp. It's about 8:40 p.m. right now. I'm on a saddle, actually, in between two mountaintops, so it's a bit windy, but I camped behind some trees to help with that wind, so that helps. I was hoping to get to the CDT today, but I stopped about 2 miles short, partially because I don't want to hike in the dark, but also because there's this really insanely good view of the mountains from this saddle, and I can only see silhouettes, so I really want to see it in the morning. I don't want to miss it. So camping here, it seems to be just like this perfect little dip that's flat enough to camp in, but surrounded by trees to keep the wind off of me, and that's perfect. The only thing is there's no water source, so I have to conserve again. But I still have a little less than a liter now, so should be fine. So today's stats, since I was off trail, you know, it's tough to say, but it looks to be about 18 to 20 miles. I think closer to 20 miles, which I'm so happy about, really happy, because I started at 1 p.m. So from 1 to 8, that's about 7 hours, about 20 miles. So just a hair short of 3 miles per hour for 7 straight hours. So that's, I'm really happy with that number. So that's pretty cool. And 2 miles or less from the CDT is great. I was expecting to be 5 or more. So this is all optimistic. So pretty happy with it. Climbing, I want to say probably about 3,000 feet. I had a 1,200 to bring me up to where I am now, and then on top of that, the rest of the day was probably another 2,000, just with the ups and downs. There were a ton of them, so I'd say probably about 3,000 feet. Bit of a climbing day, but it was, since it's all horse trail, it was pretty nice to me, so not bad. Other than that, I think I'm just gonna try to see what I can eat for dinner. Didn't have time to eat dinner before camp, but since I'm on the saddle where there's nothing going on up here, I think I'm in a pretty good shape to not have to worry about animals tonight. So we'll test that theory tonight, but we'll see. Other than that, it should be good. So you can check out some of the photos today and let me know what you think. I also ended up making that cliche 2,000 mile photo, so I'm going to throw that in at the end for you guys so you can check it out. But everything else is from today, today. So catch you guys tomorrow when I'm back on the Continental Divide Trail.